Hi, and welcome to the fourth and final part of this tutorial on underpainting. The last step will be to sort of give it an outline, give her an outline. You can see she looks pretty good, but we're going to define it a little more so it's not so tenuous or nebulous. And there's two ways you can do it depending on your skill level. One is to use the smallest brush and the paint. The paint's gray. To do lines, very light lines. Now this is the one time where I say you can have more paint than water. So we'll add a little bit of paint, kind of twirl it on here. Let's give it a little. Okay, and then just ever so lightly. Just pick out parts and kind of define, outline. She's got these little feather things we've been kind of ignoring. So you can do that, and you can see this time I'm using more paint than water. I'm gonna do something called paletting, where you just kind of tap it on one side very lightly and tap it on the other. I cannot stress how lightweight this line needs to be. A feather line. See, just kind of swoop. There, she's starting to gain some definition. You can see just how light it is. Oh my gosh, a feather. Give her some eyebrows. So you can see, now it's starting to take shape, be a little something. That's one. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that method, just get a pen. You can get one of these Prismacolor art pens. They're a couple of bucks at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Even a fountain pen will work. This one is a 05, which just means it's tiny. And that will work just as well. Eyes, there's upper lids, you can see. And just going in. And outlining. Defining and outlining. I'm going to move this out of the way because I keep running into it. I don't want to schmooze my picture. Bottom of the button. And these make like serious cut shadows. But you can see we're starting to pick her up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. And when I do, we'll label. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm done. She is underpainted. We can see that we have some light shadow. She has dimension. She has form. So the next thing we're going to do, because the assignment calls for it, is to label it. And we're going to be very neat with our labeling. I'm not going to label the whole thing. Whoops, because we haven't got to this part yet. But I am going to label a couple, like the bowler hat. We'll pull this down a little bit. I'm doing using a straight edge of any sort and a pencil, scribe a very light line. You might even see this on the video. It's so light. Do something. It's a bowler hat and sleeve inserts and a princess line gown. I'm going to label those three things. Make these a little darker so you can maybe see them. Yeah, you can see them a little bit, I think. And then remember, when we label, hope you can see this, capital letters only, thank you. You can squish them out. A leader line, right? Which is a little arrow and then kind of a squiggle like that. Sleeve inserts. This is Victorian, not Victorian, that's later. Princess A-line gown. And there you see, and you have it. Then what I would do is put, like, remember your name, first initial, last name, and then what the drawing is. This is Miranda from the Tempest, so I'm just going to put Miranda. Remember, all caps, no cursive, no lowercase. This is our industry standard, and it looks very slick and professional. Okay, so I hope this will help. Please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck with this assignment.